the Drunken Barbecue. My name is Hans and today I'm going to show you how to make this. Biltong, Jerky's South African cousin. Don't forget to check the end of the video, my friends. That's where I show you how I made the biltong dry box. Let's get at it, my friends. Biltong, my friends, is like beef jerky, but then a thicker cut. The one we're going to make today is going to turn out like a pepper steak, as that's how I like it. It's an incredible easy process, reasonably affordable, and you can make it in any flavor you want it. You can even do it with beef, chicken, whatever you want. That being said, my friends, let's get at it, as it's going to be delicious. Yeah. This, my friends, is a beautiful piece of beef, and any kind of round will work well. Make sure you have some quality ingredients, my friends, otherwise you might as well be in the turd polishing business. And before we proceed, we're going to keep the cats happy and trimming off some loose bits of fat. Useless. You can leave some fat on, as fat is flavor, but we don't need it all. And guess who's going to be happy with the fat? Now this boy is leaner than me. The first thing we do to make biltong is cutting this bad boy up. And we do that in the length of the grain. To make it a bit more manageable, I'm going to cut it in half. You can leave it in one piece, but hey, this works out better for me. Then, my friends, you're just going to put one part away. We're going to cut them in, say, 1-inch strips, or about 2 centimeters. And if you don't really know what it is, it's about the width of your thumb. There you go. That. And we do that with the whole thing. Make some nice steaks out of it. Now we mark this boy out, time to cut her up. Look at that. Awesome. Look at that. Nice steaks, guys, nice steaks. So, these steaks we put aside, and we're going to do the same with the next piece. And there you have it, a bowl with biltong slabs. And for you guys who notice everything, I just had a wardrobe change, cause I cut myself. They say dull knives are dangerous knives. Well, this is a sharp one, still cut myself, so we tested the theory, didn't work. Right, what's next? Okie dokie, we're going to marinate the meat. For this, we're going to take a 2-to-1 ratio, water and apple cider vinegar. Have your meat in a large enough bowl. Take your apple cider vinegar and put it with it. And then you take your 2 parts water, in this case 2 cups. And then you take your Worcestershire sauce or your Lee and Perry sauce, if you're like me, you're struggling that horrible name. And you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of this lovely sauce. Oh, that should be enough, is it? Oh, one for the road. And we're going to mix this in a bit. Look at that. I should be a massage guy, eh? And then we're going to leave it to stand for about 20 to 30 minutes, not too long, otherwise the flavor of the L&P sauce, the Lee and Perry sauce, we're not going to bother with that other name anymore, will take over. And in the meantime, we'll take a sip of beer. And in the meantime, we're going to toast the coriander seeds. Well, social media is good, but they're forever texting. This is Buddy Donny. And for the rub, my friends, we have to toast some coriander, so follow me inside. When you're indoor, guys, have a good look around because it doesn't happen often I film in there. And welcome indoors, my friends. The rub is a well-balanced mix of salt, peppercorn and coriander. And the recipe for this will be in the description below. And we're starting with toasting the coriander seed till it changes a shade of color or two. I'm looking like a pro now, aren't I? If you see smoke, just keep going, guys. Smoke is good. When you see flames, stop. And now we put it all in the grinder and let's start with the peppercorn. And we put it all in a bowl and mixing it together. By now our steaks have been marinated long enough, we're just going to pour off the water. Don't do this on your wife's flower bed or you will hear it for a long time. And then we pot drying it. I'm using kitchen towel. You can use whatever you want. There we go. And a quick pat dry will do, guys, as the meat still needs to be sticky for the next phase. Meat alert, awesome biltong slabs in the making. And now it's also time to sterilize our hooks in some apple cider vinegar. Isn't this exciting, guys? Isn't this exciting? We cut the meat, we prep the rub, the hooks are sterilizing. Haha, we're getting there. There we go. Time to season the meat. And the good thing is you don't need to worry about over seasoning because we measured everything out, right? We measured everything out, slabs are all the same. So just use all the seasoning you have. It's a little messy, but who cares, right guys? So we're gonna turn the ladies over and we're gonna do it again. And there we go. Easy as pie actually, I told you that in the introduction. I also mentioned it's reasonably affordable. Well, that's because it's up to you what you're gonna use. You can also do this with chicken, which is of course a lot cheaper than beef. And don't forget the sides, ladies and gentlemen. I guess you know how to handle your meat. As you can tell, I do. And there we go, my friends, some marinated slabs. Next, we're gonna take our hook and we're gonna stab it in the meat. That's simple as it is. We're gonna put it aside. The next thing is, we're gonna hang it in our box. But let's not be ahead of ourselves and we're gonna hook them all up first. Easy money, but lovely. Well, now you probably think why I do this little piece separate. Well, I'm going to pan fry it and have it for lunch. A bowl of biltong perfection. Let's put it in the drying box, guys. This video is sponsored by Barbecue Phil Canada and Lumberjack. You will find our links in the description below. Alright guys, back to business. Welcome in my garage. Don't mind the mess. I'm working on different projects at the same time, like this awesome wood stove. This is my drying box. The light goes on, heats up the environment, warm air rises and pulls the fresh air in through the vents. I mentioned I like my meat 50% dry. You can do it by touch, you can also weigh it. Quite simple. When we put the meat on the scale, it's 296 grams, so when that's half of that, the meat is ready. And there you have it. That's not really exact science, eh guys? So now we're just simply putting the meat on the drying racks. Now all the biltong is in the box, nicely spaced out, not touching each other, away from the light bulb. Oh, that's a mouthful. And now the biltong is in the box, nicely spaced out. Time to put the lid on and turn on the light. And then there was light. And that's all there is to it, guys. I turned the light off. It's only a 40-watt light bulb, but it gives enough heat to dry out the meat. But it's also enough light to mess up the camera, so you can't see anything. Anyhow, we're going to leave this for about 5 days and then we'll be checking in again with you. And here we are, guys. 5 days later, things have changed. I changed my clothes. Barbecue Phil Canada and Lumberjack Pellets have joined the team. And as the meat is ready, I would say, let's go back to the garage and I will show you what it became. And there they are, our dried steaks. Taking the lid off, because you want to breathe the meat, right? And there we go, time to test them. We wanted to have a 50% dry rate, so let's see on the scale what this piece became. And there we go, fingers crossed it's less than 150. Haha! 147, guys, 147. We reached the target. Now we reached our preferred dry percentage. Let's cut her open and see what it became. Haha! And there we are, my friends, back at the table. Let's cut some biltong. Moment of truth. Yoo-hoo! Biltong, my friends, aka jerky or dried pepper steak. Crunchy on the outside and nice and soft on the inside. Now I can hear you guys think, oh, that stuff is going off. He's not eating it. Well, there we go. That is like a pepper steak. Well, better call my wife, I won't be in for lunch. I'm having steak. Fantastic. And there you have it, my friends. That's how you make biltong. Awesome. And that's how you make biltong, jerky or dried pepper steak, whatever you want to call it. The next part of the video will be all about how I made the drying box. Here we go, fasten your seatbelt guys. This is how I built my biltong, jerky or sausage drying box, wherever you're going to use it for. I took a regular storage container which is deep enough for me to hang my meat in, together with a light bulb. This light bulb is important guys, as it makes your box work. First I mark out where I want to make my bottom vent holes and then use a 1-inch drill bit to drill the holes. Drill the holes with the drill running in reverse guys. The plastic is soft, so the bit will simply rub a hole in the plastic but doesn't bite in it and so doesn't rip the plastic neither. Ladies and gentlemen, a clean workplace is important, so clean up after yourself. Next I'm cutting my rods to size. I'm using 12mm rods, which is overkill as 6mm would have done. But this is all that was available. Next I took some mosquito netting guys and glued this over the holes to keep the bugs out, as these little creatures love your dried meat as much as you do. After I admired my handiwork, I marked and drilled some 1-inch vent holes in the lid. And these holes I also drilled with the drill running in reverse guys. And to protect my meat from unwanted bugs, I also covered these holes up with some mosquito netting. The light I installed in the center of the box so I can hang my meat around it. For mounting the light bulb I used a ceiling mount as they're cheap and easy to install. But if you have a standard light fitting handy, then by all means use it, but make sure you glue it in place as you want to keep the light in the center of the box. And that's all there is to it guys, easy peasy. The longest job in this project is waiting for the glue to dry. Isn't it awesome to make your own drink snack guys? Before you step away, check out the next video. And one tip from the master my friends, if you never made biltong, jerky or any kind of dried meat, start doing it. And that's it again for this week guys. Thanks for watching, hit those like and subscribe buttons and see you next week.